was the first of the birthdays where at midnight I wasn't just like texting dudes from Tinder and like blacking out on shots. I mean, I was definitely doing those things, but I was also thinking like, ooh, I've had the same job for 3.5 years and I'm still single. I also kind of feel like this was the birthday where my body started to betray me. That's why I decided to dress like Fraulein Maria this evening, but going to a funeral. No, I feel like I used to have this diet where I would eat 5 bowls of pasta every single week, usually more but never less. But then after this birthday, I would have a single potato chip before bed and wake up and there had been like an avalanche. Like every part of my body shifted and settled like much closer together. But I think the real issue with my like feeling insecure about the way that I looked on this birthday stemmed from the fact that I stopped getting ID'd. I don't mean at bars because I'm the size of a Keebler elf. Like, I get up to a bar at like chin level. So if you're not asking for my ID, like you shouldn't be serving. But I stopped getting ID'd when I would send guys nudes. And I want to be really, really clear though, this is not me glorifying pedophilia or like embracing the emphasis that we put on youth in our beauty culture. I'm not Vogue magazine or like New York Fashion Week or a man. No, this is just me being sad that looking at a picture of me with no shirt on in a school zone is no longer like hot and dangerous. I tested this theory though. I'm not just making this shit up. I was talking to a teacher for a long time and he would never open my Snapchats like during school hours. At 7:45, it was apparently appropriate to text me like, I want to put it in your ass. But if I'm sending him a nudie at like 8:30, we're not talking again until 3:10. But right after my birthday, I sent this guy a picture at 11:40, and I was like, I can wait. But that motherfucker opened it and replayed it right in the middle of science lab. I was like, you're not even a little bit worried about getting put on a watch list for this? What happened to me? It also could be that I'm feeling old because I've worked the same job for 3.5 years. I started working for this company after I stopped being a nanny, which is okay, being a nanny's all right, until you realize that you're literally a piece of human furniture. And it's not like Beauty and the Beast at all, no. It's like the vacuum, that cleans the carpets, and the dishwasher, well, that cleans the dishes, and the Alison, she wakes up every day at 6 a.m. so she can come watch the kids, so you have the privilege of drinking Chardonnay in your bathtub at 1 p.m. on a Wednesday. So I left that very fulfilling line of work, and I got into hosting, which is the worst fucking job I've ever had. The job description for hosting should literally read like, must be willing to smile and compliment people while they stand inappropriately close to you and annoy the fucking shit out of you. The most annoying thing that anyone will ask you while you're hosting, when will my table be ready? I want all of you to know, anytime you're asking this, you're asking someone who makes minimum wage to predict the future for you. Does that seem realistic? And I'm not trying to crack open any like hosting Pandora's box of secrets, but do you want to know how she knows the table is ready for you? She sees the people that are sitting there stand up and walk away. If you're standing right next to her, you have the same line of sight and the same level of information. Stop fucking bothering her. I stopped hosting when someone literally threw up on my shoes. It was the feeling of the vomit slipping in and out of my Croc non-slip flat, where I was like, oh yeah, I need a new job. So I started serving. I had kind of a rough night. Yeah, you know, like the obvious jump. More money. But I started serving. I had a rough night, though, the other night. I was ready to go because my restaurant closes at 10, and it was 8:30. So I thought I'd make that really clear to my boss. I walked around. I, like, kicked some furniture. I said, cut me. I'm ready to go home. Weirdly enough, though, you guys, the 23-year-old genius, or actually, like, at 23, is it prodigy? Can we say prodigy? I'm gonna go with that. Well, this brainiac decided that I should fucking stay and take one more table. What a good use of my time! A 9 top at 8:45. Do I have any servers out there? Yay, yay for us. But you guys know I've just been given the kiss of death. I'm staying in tonight. But I go over because we have to pay our rent, and I start chatting this lady up. It's her 65th birthday. She's having a good time until she gives me a little white piece of paper with all of her allergies listed on it. And there are 20 of them. Can you imagine this earth being so toxic to you that when you leave the house, you carry around little pieces of paper that you printed out to give out willy-nilly with all of your issues listed on it? She didn't ask for these back. These are disposable to her. So I go back, I give my chef this little piece of paper, and he lets me know that on her fucking birthday, I can serve this woman a dry kale salad with steamed broccoli. If this is ever my birthday meal, all of you guys as my friends need to agree you will drop me off at McDonald's on the way home and let me do myself in with anaphylactic shock. It is so over on the inside for me. But what do you know, you guys? She loves kale. And the meal goes over like gangbusters until I realize, ooh, it's 9:45 and I need to go home. I don't have anything pressing to go home to except for I'm finishing Sex and the City for like the 45th time. So, gotta get back to that. But I can't serve her any dessert without killing her. So I decide I'll just bring over a single candle. Maybe she'll blow it out or take it out of my hand. No, wrong. Instead, her entire family decides to sing 3 very slow verses of Happy Birthday while hot candle wax drips down my fucking fingers. I was literally getting paid to be burned at work, you guys. I know what you're thinking, this can't get any worse, but at 10:15, these appetizer-sharing, bottle-splitting, seat-moving motherfuckers have the audacity to ask me for 9 separate checks. No. Yeah, don't do this. You guys know this is very uncool. It took me 25 minutes, and I definitely cried twice, but I split those checks perfectly, y'all. So maybe the 3.5 years are really working out. Maybe it's the single thing, then, that's getting me down about being a little older. I have wanted a boyfriend for winter because I heard winter is coming and I just really want to be too. I think that I'm open to more alternate forms of communication now that I'm so thirsty as winter is ending. So I was at a restaurant the other day and I was walking up the stairs and I got catcalled, but I was living for it. I was walking up the stairs and I was wearing one of those dresses that you can't wear a bra or any underwear underneath because, for one, it was just a simple table napkin. I picked it up and draped it around my body, like Ariel in The Little Mermaid. But also, I actually bought that dress when I was 15, so it doesn't fit my adult woman's body anymore. That doesn't make any sense. And this guy looks at me, and with the exact same timbre and cadence that you'd be like, damn, he just goes, daycare. You guys know I've been feeling old. So I was just like, yes. I am a little baby in daycare. Like a sexy daycare baby. And we just stood there while my nipples obviously got harder and harder, and I really thought about fucking a 65-year-old busboy, but he avoided making eye contact with me, so it didn't really work out. Thanks, guys.